Hi everyone, nubkeks here and welcome back to Nub Raids. And in today's video, I'm giving you my guide to basically easily and accessibly clearing all of the floors of all of the hard Doom towers. I'm going to show you a very accessible team today, open to free-to-play players, once we kind of at that mid-game point, honestly. So pretty early on, a team that you can take through, adjust with the champions that you have as well, and take down 99% of the floors in Doom Tower. It really will do it. As you can see from this turn counter, it's not going to be a fast team, but it is a team that will win, which is what you want. So you can climb that tower and get those endgame rewards. Also, want to return to, I'm going to say it wrong, Boyko Lazarov, maybe, said 1 year or more after Doom Tower was released, finally, a content creator that shows Doom Tower hard, wave 116. Oh wait, it's not the siphi wave. Why not show the siphi wave, QQ? Well, don't worry, Boyko, do not worry. In today's video, just for you, I am going to show you wave 116 as well, which is going to be with a second team. This will be with a seer team, because this is really nasty, but I'll show you how a seer team works as well. But first of all, for people that don't have seer, which is probably most people, let's dive into this. What I wanted to do, before I show you the good team, let's just throw together a bunch of random really good champions and let's see what happens, right? I just want to show you what happens with this. So let's put in Lydia, right? Lydia's pretty good. Let's put in Lydia. Who else is a really good champion? Let's put in an AoE nuker with Ethos. That's pretty solid. We could put in Arbiter, increased attack, AoE revive. Arbiter's pretty solid. Okay, let's any other really OP legendaries. How about Brogni? We do like some Brogni, don't we? Brogni's kind of OP. And then what else we put in? What else is good? Tatura, he's pretty solid. He's been the most recent one. He has been the most recent one. Let's put him in instead. In fact, you know what? Let's actually scrap that. Let's go all defensive. Let's put in Iron Brago. He's really good. And we'll bring in Syl. So we got a bunch of defensive sort of champions. Super tanky. Should be no problem. Let's see what happens when this goes wrong. These are all incredibly good champions, guys. I will tell you the truth, though. My Iron Brago isn't booked. Everyone else, though, is. So please forgive me. These are all extremely good champions, right? Really, really good. Some of the best champions in the game. What's going to happen, though? What's going to go wrong? You can see this first wave absolutely smashing through it. No problem. Look at the size of this shield. No issue whatsoever. Can we keep this through the wave? Spoiler warning, we won't. And you'll see why. One of the problems we run into at these Doom Tower waves, which you'll see, is that their stats get so high that even with champions this tanky, this survivable, this protected, you're gonna fall apart. You will fall apart because they're gonna have moves that you can't counteract, that you can't do anything about. And I've been a bit unfair. Look at that. Well, Mortu Macabre just one-shot Iron Brago. That's a two-hitter move. Mortu does. Doesn't matter. You only needed one. Brago's dead. He ain't coming back. Okay. Well, I guess Tatura's dead as well. And we've got these two frickin' Skytouch Shamans. They're spamming AoE cleanse and putting block debuffs on these Mortus. What are we even to do? Here we go. Mortu, he's gone in again. And he's gone again. Oh, look at that. That was lucky. Brogni didn't die. Brogni survived. Nasty stuff. But yeah, can Brogni and Syl two-team this? These Skytouch Shamans are healing each other? Or Shaman? Or, I don't know. What's the plural of Shaman? I don't even know. But can we make it through? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. So the purpose of this is to show you, like, this is how nasty it gets. Like, what are we supposed to do? We've made a bit of a dent, but no, Skytouch Shaman got a turn, and they're all healed back to full. Super nasty, and we're screwed here. We could keep going until we're dead, but no. Let's look at some teams, an accessible team that can do it here. So we got wrecked. We got taken out, taken down. Beastly champions, but no good. So what are we going to do instead, right? What are we going to do instead? I want to start from blank. It actually showed the team I wanted to show, so I wanted to edit that out. Let's dive into this. And the core of this team, guys, are three champions that everyone can get. So Syl of the Drakes, we actually showed her before. Syl of the Drakes is part one of this team. She's an AoE stun on a 3-turn cooldown. She's also going to be healing us as well, and she's going to bring in a revive if we're stuck, right? Obviously not going to be any good against these Mortus who are going to block revive, but she's in there. The other core champion that's part of this, I'm going to be working on a guide for her, not sure which one of these videos will come out first, is Vizix. Vizix is your 9-month login reward. So 3 months after Seal of the Drakes, Vizix is coming in. She's going to bring us AoE decreased speed, and she's going to bring us a provoke AoE on a 3-turn cooldown, right? These two champions. And then the third part of this trifecta is actually an epic champion, and again, an epic everyone gets, and that is Archmage Helmet. Archmage Helmet coming in, going to increase our speed, boost crit rate, crit damage, then has an AoE stun attack on a 3-turn cooldown. The three of these champions together, what happens when we put the three of them together? Number one, we're decreasing the enemy team's speed. We're increasing our speed. Yeah, increasing our speed. We've got AoE stun. We've got AoE provoke, AoE stun. The idea is that we just keep going faster than they can. We lock them down, and they really can't do anything, prevent them from getting a go. Now, these final 2 slots are honestly really open to you. You guys know I have a guide on him. He was actually a fusion champion last year that everyone put in their vault, it seemed. But it's actually Yoshi the Drunkard. I'm going to throw Yoshi into my leader spot. He has an ally speed in all battles aura. And then he also brings us an AoE True Fear on a 3-turn cooldown. That's the sort of thing I'm looking for. 3-turn cooldown on a crowd control ability. He also has a chance to stun on his A1. And he does a little bit of burning and decrease accuracy on his A2, which is kind of useful. But you could put anyone in here. We basically want at least one other champion with like a reliable 3-turn cooldown on their CC. You could put anyone in. Speed Aura is the best. Highly recommend a Speed Aura, and he brings increased accuracy, which will help you at Doom Tower hard as well. Again, watch my guide because I think he's super underrated. And then to make it even more accessible, I tell you, one of the champions you could put in, Bellower, is a really good option. He's just a void rare. You turn off all his other abilities, he just spams A1, which is an AoE attack, with a 30% chance of putting block active skills. Put him in a stun set, and just let him on. Let him do his thing. Mine doesn't have a stun set right now, so I do have one champion in a stun set. It's actually only a level 50 Sylar right now. So she's actually not super geared, but I think that's fair to showcase this, and hopefully they won't wipe. But she has an AoE decreased turn meter with decreased speed. Then she has an AoE attack with decreased accuracy, an AoE attack. Put her in a stun set, and she's going to be doing these AoE attacks and occasionally placing these stuns. So here we go. Let's see how this team does in comparison. Is it going to be fast? No, it's not. This is not going to be a quick team by any means, shape, or form, but it will get us through. You can see right here, it's not quite perfect. There is some luck involved. You know, we might need to, because this is a very hard Doom Tower wave, in case you weren't clear. This is the hardest of the Mortu Macabre waves. So it's possible we'll need to rerun this a few times. But you can see when this team is getting going here, look at this. All of these guys are locked down. Yoshi's slowly spreading the burns, which just helps us kill it a bit faster so we don't have to sit here at the PC for ages. Sylar's pumping out those AoE stuns. We're going fast, they're going slow, fears are coming out, everything is working together nicely. There goes Sylar, got a couple of stuns. So they do get an attack off every now and then. It's not quite perfect, but for the most part, it's working. Here's another tip. We can somewhat cheat this because I didn't do this on the first run. You can take it off auto for the last few hits and just slowly wear them down with the A1s, right? Just make sure we can waste an A1 on him because he's basically dead, and just try to get through with as many of our abilities off cooldown as possible so that we can have all of our toolkit, or at least most of it, ready for wave 2. So we saw how poorly this went last time. Hopefully we don't get horribly unlucky here and I look like an idiot. We'll see. That was a little unlucky. Vizix overlapped her CC with Syl, but we'll see if we can't get past it anyway. But look at this. You can see this. AoE decreased speed is out there. Sylar helping with some turn meter depletion as well. Vizix steals turn meter with her A1, helps her run fast. We're boosting our speed. And actually, to make this run better, we should really target the Skytouch Shaman. Basically, Skytouch Shaman heals everyone based off for missing health. So with 2 Skytouch Shaman in the mix, they basically lose some health and then heal the other one back up. So we need to finish one off. This could be kind of nasty. We might actually die here. He's about to get a go. True Fear goes out. True Fear does its job. Well done, Yoshi. True Fear saved us right there. But yeah, we're going to get through this wave. Look at this. We're getting through this wave. Let's kill the other Skytouch Shaman. Awesome. Excellent. And now, obviously, I've got fairly good gear here, guys. Fairly good gear, though. Of course, Sylar's, I guess, a great example of one who doesn't have good gear. But if you've got worse gear, you can also supplement this. You can fight this on manual. It is going to take a while, but these really hard floors, you could fight them on manual. and again be min-maxing your stuff and say, for example, everyone is stunned and it's still the Drake's turn and she has her AoE stun. Okay, we don't need to do her AoE stun right now. Everyone is already stunned. We're all good. Let's save that cooldown and just try not overlap stuff like overly much. But look at this wave, absolutely no problem. Again, is this a fast clear? No, this is not a fast clear. It's taken a long time. He took a turn, but it was a provoked turn, so it's okay. The True Fear comes back out. Archmage landing the stun. Sylar possibly landing. I think she did land one stun there. Still overlaps some stuns, but it's not a huge deal. Provoke comes back in again. We're just CC, layering it on. And there's nothing they can do. I do want to let it go through so we actually kill these Mortu so you can see it working. But yeah, you can see how well this goes. You can also see there were a couple of times there where we did need like that True Fear from Yoshi saved us. That's why I'm saying you want another consistent CC champion, preferably on a shorter 3-turn cooldown to go alongside these guys. I think Yoshi is perfect for this comp. He's so good here. Again, in this circumstance, you'd be smart to take it off auto and just blast through. Yeah, that's basically the idea of how this works. So this is the same thing. We might die here because I didn't save all my abilities, but no, we have enough stuff that I think actually we're gonna probably be fine. Time slip comes out, almost everything is stunned. One guy isn't. One of the dangers with this team, of course, is that Sylar being level 50 is very squishy. So if one of them does get a turn, she could instantly die. But you saw her stats, and guess what? Didn't matter that she's super squishy. We just need speed and accuracy with this team, speed and accuracy. And we'll eventually kill stuff. It'd be faster if she was 60 and had War Master, but this works just fine. And you can see we're going to get through this wave. I'm not going to bother guiding you through absolutely everything. He's attacking, but he's provoked, so it's fine. I won't guide you through everything. It's going to take a damn long time, but you can see the sort of stats for this team. And there you go. This works on, like I said, nearly every single floor. You will tear through this on hard. It will work. It's going to work. Let me show you the champion stats here so you can see exactly what we're running with. So my Vizix, I'm going to do a guide on Vizix. She's fast, 230 speed, 300 accuracy. She's got good gear, guys. She's got good gear. The main thing you want is that speed and that accuracy, though. She does, you want to put decent gear on her because one of her forms of CC, right, is Provoke. So compared to a stun where they just missed their turn, or True Fear, they missed their turn, Provoke means they hit her. So she does get beaten up quite a lot. Combos super well with Syl, though. That's one of the really good combos, because if Vizix does die, Syl can revive her. Syl of the Drake, she's in a stun set. Vizix was in just random sets, right? Yeah, Vizix is just in random sets, speed to make her fast. Syl is in very good gear because Syl is so useful. So Syl's, again, great defensive stats, really good speed. So Syl is kind of over-geared here, to be fair. Excuse me. Where's my Yoshi? I've got full guide on Yoshi. Oh, Yoshi, he's coming in here. He's super quick, lots of accuracy as well. My favorite thing about my Yoshi, he's got a flat defense chest. Guess what? Doesn't matter. Why? Because he's got plenty of stats. And it's got speed rolls on it, so it does the job. They're never getting hit. It doesn't even matter. They're never getting hit. Who else did we have in this team? We had, of course, our epic champion. So Archmage Helmet. Also have a guide on Archmage on the channel already, guys. Running really fast, good accuracy. He needs crit rate. It is important. He's running with that. And I also need to show you their masteries too. And here's Sylar. So Sylar, as you can see, level 8 chest right here, yeah? Level 8 chest and level 12 gear. So she's really not geared much at all, but she's got enough speed to get the job done, enough accuracy to get the job done. With her masteries, she's not even mastered. The others are fully mastered, mind you, if we show you the masteries. So Archmage, he's got extended buffs, and he's got War Master to kill stuff faster. War Master is going to be most of your damage, right? And that's totally good. Syl has actually gone into fearsome presence to increase her chance to stun, seeing as her chance on her stun isn't the best, so we're amping that up with the stun set and chance to stun. But again, you could have her in a War Master build and it would work too. You might need to run it a couple more times, you might get unlucky, but you can make it work. We've got fearsome presence, again, on Yoshi, more chance to stun, and extended buffs and extended debuffs on him. Then we have Vizix, final member here. Vizix coming in with the War Master and extended debuffs, making her decreased speed just last a little bit longer. There you go. Dead simple, right? Dead simple. We've got, what was that? 2 login champions, 1 guaranteed champion from Doom Tower, a guy who's a previous fusion, and then you can have the Void Rare in Bellower coming in. Unfortunately, mine is in Daze set, which is terrible, so I need to switch him into a stun set, and he would work the exact same as Sylar. Sylar's a little bit better because the turn meter depletion is nice, but yeah, you get the gist. You could bring in someone like Taragi the Frog, would probably work. 3-turn cooldown, AoE provoke. I just haven't got mine booked out yet. He's on my list of champions to book, though, for Shadowkin. So that's how that works. Simple, right? Really simple, really effective, and it beats almost every single floor of Doom Tower hard. Now, some of the exceptions are going to be this combo right here. Siphis with rotos. Well, it won't work. It's not going to work against those, right? Why? Because siphi heals everyone at the start of their turn and also removes all debuffs from rotos at the start of their turn, right? So you can't CC rotos. You can't CC him. Whenever you CC him, siphi comes in and it's like, yeah, no, he's free now. And then rotos comes in and rotos starts one-shotting people, stealing their max HP, and you all fall over dead, basically. But I did want to show you, again, like I said I would. I recorded this earlier. Actually, I recorded it a few days ago. It's taken me a while to get around to making this video. We're running through this on 2x speed to save you some time here. This is a seer composition. And actually, here's the fun thing. Here's the first fun thing for this particular composition is we're being kind of sneaky here. Actually, maybe let him live a little bit too long. Oh, look at this. I actually wasn't happy. There we go. I wasn't happy. It didn't quite work. What I'm trying to do here is I'm playing this badly. The idea being that we want to not kill this first wave with seer. So this is a sneaky seer comp. This is playing it in a weird way. Basically, we're trying to get a bunch of A1s out here by having seer not one-shot the wave so we can come through with most of our cooldowns still intact and we're not really going to worry. That is the idea. That's the concept. I actually think I played this kind of badly. Like using the sacrificial ritual there doesn't really make sense, but it is what it is. So we're going to come back around to seer. Look at this. Vizix is almost dead. But this is, again, one of the most horrible waves. So this is okay. We'll sort of finish these guys off. I'm thinking about what I'm doing here. Trying to do it. But the point of this is using seer, but not one-shotting the waves, just so that we can go into the next wave with our cooldowns ready. The problem is, if you do it properly, if you do it the normal seer composition, it's like all of your buffs, one-shot wave 1. Reset then from Renegade, one-shot wave 2, and then you go into wave 3 and you've got nothing ready to go, which is a big problem because we're about to be going up against, we're going to go up against, whatchamacallit them, the siphi rotos. So we're having a tough time here, but we're going to get through. Like I said, this is a little bit messy. It probably could have been cleaner, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, right? This is kind of a pain in the ass. So I did it like once and I said, that's enough for the video. You guys will get it. You guys will get it. Here we go. We're on to siphi rotos. We get decreased defense, weaken, increased accuracy, and some buffs from our boy here. Then there we go. Seer comes in. She nukes them down. Didn't actually quite kill everyone, but that's okay. We just start smacking these guys. You can see it's getting pretty tight here, but because we've got Lydia in, when she tries to revive for the first time, it brings everyone back up. And now at this point, we just nuke them down. She gets poor old Renegade gets killed once again, but we're back around to Karma Burn. And look, there you go. That's that done. That was 116. Took a bunch of turns. It wasn't as clean as my initial run at all, but it gives you an idea. You're more standard. So I'm not going to show that. That floor is really nasty. If we go to like a lower floor, my seer is not very well geared, which actually works well for that particular composition. Okay, so seer team against this floor to show you how it works. All right, let's see how this works. Will it work better? Hopefully so. Hopefully so. Again, it's not the perfect seer team by any means. Oh, there we go. It went wrong already. We have to rerun it. Basically, we didn't place decreased defense. We got unlucky, missed this one, which meant we missed a turn, but it's going to work this time. So seer will one-shot them. Obviously, my seer doesn't have savage gear. She's not super geared, which is why I don't really use this team that often, right? That's why I don't use this team that often. But you see the idea. It's a very budget accessible version, albeit you need a Lydia. It does the job here, essentially. We get the taunt out from Vizix on wave 2, so they can't do any funny business. Lay on the buffs, and seer rips them off. Then we're into the final wave, and this is where it could get kind of tricky. We'll see how it works. We essentially have to make it through. Hopefully okay. We get another provoke from Vizix, gets us through there. And then we need to get back to Seer's A3. Sometimes you have to rerun these waves a few times with this so that Seer gets lucky with extra turns in her A1 and then she can nuke stuff down. I'll show you the stats for Seer and Renegade after this as well. And it doesn't really matter what these guys are doing. It just matters that we get back around to our abilities in pretty decent order. So here we go, putting this stuff on. All the buffs are on. Seer didn't get an extra turn. Now the buffs are going to fall off, but should still hopefully be enough. Okay, this is where a second Kymar or a second Renegade even maybe would do pretty well. So we didn't quite kill them. This may not work out. I actually don't know because they can revive. Well, I guess we'll find out. Lydia will block one revive, but that's about it. So let's hope that we CC them a little bit. Vizix is doing all right damage. There's a decreased cooldown, and there's another Karma Burn. So it works just fine. 44 turns. That's actually my best time. That's hilarious. Like I said, I don't usually run this team. You can see that with my setup here, it's a bit sketchy. It works, but it's sketchy, right? It's sketchy. So I don't usually run it. That's why I usually go for the control team, because it's slow. But for me right now, my account, I'm like, I don't really care if it's slow. It's okay if it's slow. I can beat every floor, and that's the main thing that matters. So you can see that Seer, she's much better in like a Savage set, so she ignores defense. My Seer's a little bit slow, only 230% crit damage. That could be higher. She's got good accuracy though. But for a really good Seer, you'd want her to be, 250 plus, 280, maybe even 300% crit damage. Really amp that up so she is nuking really hard for her masteries. We're sort of reliant on random luck here as well with Helm Smasher. And then we're going for like, hit them hardest with their first hits, do more damage to enemies at more max HP, that sort of thing. And then I've got like more accuracy stuff, so she can land that a bit better. And then my Renegade is just level 50. She needs really nothing. Really nothing. She's got 169, nice speed. And that's it. The rest is pretty random stuff. She's got a shielding set. The shield set is good. You could also use immunity sets on some people. So it basically give you extra buffs that Seer can rip off. That's what the shield set does. It puts a little shield on everyone. It's an extra buff for Seer to rip off for more damage. She's no masteries. She doesn't even need to be booked. I do have her booked because it's rare books. Why the hell not? But yeah, that's Renegade. Like I said, not the best Seer team in the world, but you combine these two teams together and it gets the job done, guys. It gets the job done. Like, we've smashed through all of this Doom Tower hard. I've actually switched clans, by the way, now, guys, and I'm 12th, right? So it's not bad, right? Basically running these two teams. I've one other fun team that's more for memes, which is like a Torment team. But we're not doing too bad here, We're 12th out of 30 players here. We've got some insane players here. Again, to give you an idea for like the best possible teams you could have. Like Seer team is, my one's doing okay. But you can see that this one is much better, right? So Seer with a Duchess and 2 Prince Kymars is going to be better. It's going to be faster. But like our little budget team, it's putting up a fight, right? That's not bad. That's actually, I'm actually impressed. Go budget team. I didn't think it was that good. That makes me happy. But yeah, I switched clans. So, I'm pretty happy with that. What are we now? We are like 54th in the world. New clan. Hi, new clan mates. Hope you guys are good. But yeah, you know what? Going in with these relatively accessible teams, it's not as good as what you can put together. Not the best teams, but accessible teams. And you can do it. You can beat all these floors of Doom Tower hard. Like, let me find one floor. Like, look at this. I'm super slow. This one's super slow. These guys, you can clear it in like 20 turns. Took us 125 with like stick our control team in there. It's slow, but it gets it done. It gets it done. There you go. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope that was helpful. Maybe inspired you to build some of these champions. Again, there's already Archmage and there's already Yoshi Guide on the channel. Vizix Guide coming very soon. So I hope you'll enjoy. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.